So we are live. This is the Brea Jordai Show. Wow, I am very, very excited for today's guest. This is a treat. I just want you all to know and understand. And independent artists, young people, older people, dream chasers, entrepreneurs, anyone who is looking to make an impact, anyone who is actively working on their dreams and trying to get it by any means necessary, this is for you. Make sure you tuned in. Make sure you know what's going on. Do not miss this conversation, okay? So, without further ado, my special guest. Okay, so I am here with, who am I here with?
John Stursa.
John Stursa.
Yep.
What's going on, John?
Not a whole lot. How about you?
You know what? I'm here. I'm living. One thing I like to do on my show is just always tell a little bit about my week. Okay. To the people watching and tuned in, and hopefully they'll get some inspiration, maybe about something that I've been through or have been going through that has affected me. Yeah. So this week has so far been a challenging week. So I do it from Thursday to Thursday. Today I felt, I don't know, very emotional, and I'm not really one to share that much of myself emotionally, especially on social media, but hey, what the heck? That's how I feel today, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just feel like it's just been a lot. I wanted to quit my job today. I wanted to say forget school today.
Been there.
Yeah, that was just like, that's how I felt earlier, and I had to like get myself out of that mood and just, remind myself of the big picture, right, and why I am doing everything that I'm doing, which I'm sure you understand and you can relate.
I went through the same thing today. Earlier today.
Well, there you go. What got you through your day?
Just taking a step back and, like you said, like looking at the bigger picture, because I realize how caught up I get on one thing as I move from like one thing to the next.
Yeah.
And I really like just put a lot of pressure on one thing versus like this is only one thing I'm going to do versus, the rest of the things I have to get done today.
Yeah.
So once I like kind of step back and just kind of I think my way through it, I guess is what I do. But also other times think of other things, people, inspirations, if this person can do, if so-and-so can do this, like I can get up and do that.
Hello. Yeah.
So.
I think that's what got me through too. I started to feel like, I'm like, damn, am I like being super soft? Like, do I need to toughen up?
Yeah.
Like, I started thinking about like my parents, my grandparents' generation. Like, I feel like they went through like deep. Way challenging, way more challenging things than us. Your parents even went through way more challenging things than we experienced, I'm sure.
Right.
And
it's just getting caught up in the little things, and again, just taking that step back and realizing it.
Yeah, you said it though. That's important. Think. You have to actually think. That's so important, and breathe. Do you think that's a millennial thing?
I'm not sure. What do you think?
I don't know. I think everyone experiences it. I think, I'm 20 something. Are you 20 something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna turn 25 October 2nd. It's coming
really?
Up. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, all these October babies. Yeah. I turned 26 October 11th.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh. Libra Nation.
Yeah.
See? That's why I like you already.
Happy early birthday.
Happy early birthday to you as well. I'm sure we'll cross paths around that time. We'll have to grab a drink or something like that.
Let's do
it. For sure. Okay. But I don't know.
I think everybody goes through that at some point, especially like we're getting to that age too, where it's like it's like a quarter life crisis.
Yes. That's what it freaking is. It's like, what the heck am I doing? Or not what the heck am I doing, but I'm not doing exactly what the heck I want to do. I'm not doing what I want to do.
I go through that all the time, just thinking about where I want to be and where I'm at now, and just how am I going to improve that?
For sure. Yeah. Well, okay. So, John, tell the people, this is my first time meeting you. Just tell me a little bit about yourself. Obviously, I've done some homework on you, so I definitely know a little bit about you, but I always like to meet people firsthand and you know what I mean, and have you tell me more about yourself and, you know, take it from there.
Yeah.
So,
well, I spend a lot of my time with like the I'm from Cleveland stuff. It's just what I'm passionate about. So outside of like working a 9 to 5, I'll get home, and a lot of my days really consist of like going onto my computer or like my phone, whatever, catching up with people that were trying to hit me up earlier in the day.
wow.
Figuring out things I already had planned I need to do. So that's what my days consist of. So I feel like that's a good way of saying like, you know, who I am. Like I feel like I'm always working towards something.
For sure.
So it's hard to like slow down.
Okay, so I want to hear about what a day for you consists of, but I want you to tell me a little bit about I'm from Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
So break that down for me, for the people that live under a rock that may not be familiar yet, that's just now getting familiar and they need to know what's going on. Just break that down for us.
Yeah, so I'm from Cleveland is a online media outlet. So we started out specializing in promoting like the hip hop scene, but over time I kind of realized what kind of content our audience wanted to see, like as far as like expanding outside of that. So it was more of like culture, lifestyle.
Yeah.
So we'll do sports, music, fashion, just anything that's like dope that's going on in the city. Like I'm not opposed to turning anything down. You know, if it's dope, I want to show people like this is going on. This is in Cleveland.
Wow.
Or this person's from Cleveland, or they're doing this in Cleveland. You know.
Right.
And just kind of creating just a platform to share that on.
And everything is surrounded with Cleveland and Cleveland artists, right?
Mm-hmm. And like I said, it's not just hip hop anymore, but that's what it's a very large focus of what we do is hip hop.
Right.
But we also do stuff like outside of Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
So we've you know, shown love to artists that are from Dayton, Cincinnati, Columbus, all over Ohio.
That's dope. Okay. And so do you see the brand expanding outside of Ohio in the future? Are you open to that, or do you want to keep it more so niche?
Yeah, I think if I were to do that, it would probably be like another brand or something.
Okay.
With this brand already going outside of Cleveland is like, you know, a little bit out there as far as just like what the name presents.
Right.
So I'm from Cleveland. My vision for it is to keep it, you know, within mostly Cleveland, but Ohio as well.
Okay, that's dope. I love that. Okay, so I mean, I know you get this question a lot. It's extremely cliche, but what got you on this path? What got you so passionate? One, about your city in general. Why are you so passionate about Cleveland? Where are you from?
I'm from Lorain.
Okay. Hey.
Yeah.
That's cool too. I know some people from Lorain.
No, yeah, and I'm proud to be from Lorain.
You go.
I just get a lot over the years. I've gotten a lot of shit, even back then. So like it started when I was 13 years old.
Okay.
Like the music stuff. I heard a song. My brother introduced me to Chip the Ripper, Alphats, and then I heard "Bitch I'm from Cleveland" Volume 2, which was Evie's mixtape. So I took one of the songs from there and put it on YouTube. Got a few thousand views.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, that's dope. Like, I'm just going to do that with a few other songs. So I did that.
So wait, so you were taking songs from a mixtape and you were just uploading them yourself?
To YouTube.
To YouTube.
So this is when I was 13, 20, 25 basically now. So,
right.
Everything's changed as far as how people like listen to music. Obviously, people still go to YouTube to stream music and stuff.
For sure.
But it's all the streaming platforms that people are using, and YouTube now too. But anyways, this is like before that time.
Okay. YouTube was like new.
Yeah, the music wasn't on there. That's why I uploaded it.
Okay.
So this was the only place you could actually go and listen to it on YouTube. Other than that, it was probably on like live mixtapes at that time and other places. But it was not. It was nowhere to be found. That's why I was like, I'm gonna do that.
So you cracked into something early. Okay.
All the online stuff. I feel like because, again, I was 13 back then. Within the 2 years, I already had made like connects, especially through Evie and stuff.
Yeah. At 13 years old.
Yeah, but I couldn't even get to places like because I couldn't drive. So
you probably had a bedtime at 13, right? I think I had a bedtime at 13.
Bedtime. Yeah, probably. I don't remember off the top of my head.
That's young.
But so what I had to learn is how to communicate and create relationships online. And so like kind of by accident, but I learned that through getting into that and my interests. So.
Wow. Okay, so you have an older brother at home. He's putting you on to music, to hip hop, to everything. And you're a 13-year-old kid. At that time, are you like browsing the web for different things? What gave you the mindset to like, oh, I'm going to try YouTube? Because I remember when I first discovered YouTube, it was such a big deal, like in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like that was like the coolest thing ever.
So you're making me think now. I think I got familiar with YouTube. Oh, I'd make dunking videos on my friend's basketball hoop.
Really?
Yeah,
so you already started recording like little videos?
Yeah,
already.
so I was like throwing like just like stuff together, like personal, you know,
Right.
things like that, and then like for some reason I don't know what made the connect for me to be like I'm gonna upload this to YouTube, but I was using YouTube, so.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay, a little bit about your background, your family. Like obviously your older brother is an influence to you. Do you have other siblings?
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's the only brother I have, but I have 5 sisters.
You have 5
So,
Get the
yeah.
heck out of here. Are you young,
I'm
middle?
I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest, period.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm the
Okay.
baby.
Yeah, so you're probably were spoiled then. If you were like the young one.
That's what people like to say, or my siblings like to say.
Okay, got it. That's all I
No
needed to know
comment, I
then.
guess.
Yeah, that's all I needed to know. The
Yeah.
sibling said it, then I know how that is because I'm the oldest child.
I
so
plead the fifth.
yeah, whatever. Okay, so what were your like older siblings listening to? Like, did you?
Country, probably.
They were listening to country music.
Pop or probably whatever's like on 96.5 and stuff like that, like top 40. That's
Okay.
what I would imagine. I that's probably what they listen to now. Not much like hip hop and stuff.
So
And even my brother doesn't listen to hip hop that much anymore.
Really?
He made the switch from like that to like country. He always like listened to country, but like it's just like less of his style now, I guess.
Wow.
It's interesting.
okay, your folks. Does your parents listen to country? Is that
Country,
something?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you all grew up in a household listening to like country and things like that.
Yeah.
Were you ever into it, or are you into country?
I'm into like a lot, almost any genre. There's
Okay.
some that like screamo or some stuff that'll get like on my nerves, but
Okay.
other than that, I enjoy music for what it is, and I can usually enjoy anything I listen to.
Anything. Do you have a favorite genre? I don't want to assume it's hip hop,
I
but
would
I'm
say
leaning
I would
towards
say
that.
it's hip hop.
You
My
like
favorite
hip-hop.
artist is Kid Cudi.
Period.
And his music is. It's hard to even say he's like straight hip hop. He's alternative.
Yeah,
like,
he's different. I wouldn't
very
even
different.
just put him in a box.
Yeah.
I feel like Cudi has created his own lane just completely.
And that's my favorite artist, and he was an influence for me too from back in, because like I was listening to him before his like debut album came out. And so
Okay, you
that
were on
was,
to him early.
yeah, and
Mhm.
so like seeing him go from like where he was at to like now,
Yeah.
it was just like really dope to watch. And like I've seen that for a few artists, and that's probably one of my biggest inspirations to keep going.
Yeah.
Is like seeing artists go from, you know,
Just regular
yeah.
Joe Schmo, and then one day it could just all pop for you.
Yeah.
Just
And-
put it in that work.
And it's super dope to see that, and then like some of those artists have actually like shown a lot of love to us, or like, you know,
Wow.
we've worked with them. And so
Okay, so I wanna know more about that. Have you met Cudi yet?
that's like the only artist.
So you
I
have not met him yet. That's going to happen. What are you going to say to him when you meet him? Because I know that's going to happen for sure. Do you like even know?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be a spur of the moment. It's gonna depend on what's going on.
It's going to be so random too.
I'm gonna feel out how much time I have to
Right.
talk to him and stuff. So
Mhm.
you know, I'm just gonna. I want to tell him that he's my favorite artist, and he's inspired what we've done at On from Cleveland, and he followed us on Twitter at one time. He followed like 200 some people, and we were one of the accounts. And then now he follows like 2 or 3 people. So
Okay.
he followed everyone. So like he was. I'm
But I'm
assuming
sure
he was
he's still in
hip.
tune.
Yeah, so.
Okay. Well, hopefully Cudi will watch this interview one day and
Yeah.
he'll see it. And,
Yep.
you know.
What's up, Cutter?
There you go. Seriously, what's up, Cudi? Okay, so tell me about some of the artists that you have met. And were they what you expected them to be like?
So I'll start with Chip the Ripper, because I was just on the phone with him the other day. I met him. I don't know when the first time I met him was, but I mean he's how I expected. I take that. Well, I don't take that back, but he was super cool, super humble.
Okay.
He even like made some comments that I was like, wow, like I gotta even rethink how I look at myself sometimes.
Wow.
So
what's the gem he dropped? What's the takeaway you got from just a conversation with him?
Just that he's not any better than the next man. And that just hit me. Just I don't know, because I was super excited to be, in his presence.
Yeah.
Talking with him, and for him just to say something like that, because I was expressing to him, like how much I looked up to him, and like he's got some of the coldest raps still, I think.
Oh,
so.
Chip is cold. Yeah, for sure. A legend in the city.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's cool for real.
Yep.
All right, and now that's somebody that you're cool with, or you can
Yeah.
That's very cool. Who else have you met?
Machine Gun Kelly.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is Machine Gun Kelly? Is he as wild as he seems like he is?
I mean, he's a wild dude.
Clearly.
The settings that I've been around him normally are just like events and different things like that.
Okay.
So he's not like wilding out. EST Fest, that's a good time. I got some stories from there.
Yeah.
Not that I'm going to share. But,
Right. Hey, it's all good. No worries.
But yeah, he super cool dude. And he's another guy that like has supported us like really heavy. And he's even just kind of given me words of encouragement to keep On From Cleveland going.
That's dope. Okay.
Because he's told me he's gotten hip to artists on there. Like he's actively watching.
Wow.
And so
okay, that's huge. That's important too.
It's a big takeaway to me, just because again, like where he's at and his status. But he, like Cudi, I would say I was watching him, MGK, earlier from like in his career than I was like Kid Cudi. And so that's just another been a huge inspiration. Just watching his climb, and he's not going down like anytime soon.
Oh no, Machine Gun Kelly, he's definitely I would say he's an outlier.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely very unique, a very unique talent, and you can tell that this is what he was meant to do.
For sure.
Definitely, just like Kid Cudi too. Like Cudi could not do anything else. He was supposed to do music and get his music out. Like that's just, some people, you just know it.
Yeah.
What is the biggest thing that you have noticed? So being someone who loves the game and who loves hip hop and actually, is a part of creating a platform for artists, which is huge, by the way, because that's amazing. Seriously, a lot of artists tell me, and I talk to artists all the time, they feel like Cleveland isn't really supportive to one another. I don't know if it's just newer artists that feel like that. I don't know what the situation is, but a lot of people feel like they have to leave our city in order to get hired or in order to get recognized by bigger artists in the city.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that point or not? And why or why not?
Yeah, so I would say, I think, well, first of all, it's important to leave, not to say you have to move out of here, but like to travel and to make connections and to perform in other places. Like you have to do that, unless you're an artist that's relying on like a song. You're like, I'm just gonna make a song that goes viral on the internet or something, and then from there someone picks you up and signs you or something.
And what are the chances of that?
Right, and then even if you do that, who knows if your career's going to be like a very minimal amount of time versus someone that does the slow grind, builds their fan base, and has like loyal people, paying attention to everything they're doing. People that are willing to buy their music or their shows and stuff like that. But so I think that's been an issue for like a very long time, and like
so you've heard it too. I'm not the only one.
Oh, for years.
Okay.
People have said like Cleveland doesn't support itself, but. Man,
Doesn't every city say that about their city? Doesn't everyone say that about their own city?
I was taking notes before I came because there were some things I wanted to mention. So, that's a perfect question that you asked.
Let's talk about it, and whatever you want to talk about, let's throw it out there.
So I'm trying to get this. Okay. Cleveland supporting Cleveland. First of all, we've created a platform, obviously that we're trying to do just that.
Right.
But
no one can deny that.
But what I really like to see is like other people doing the same thing, and I see a lot of people doing like this interview, podcast type things. There's people that are putting out content, really dope videographers. There's a lot of really dope stuff, and people are, putting that focus and shining the light like on talent and stuff
Yes.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing is that, oh yeah, my notes. Okay, this is what's gonna help. DJ Meal, DJ K-Nice, they were on Shade 45 recently. They played all Cleveland artists.
Really?
Yes, on their set, which was either like a half hour or hour. Z1079 has Dope or Nope right now with
This
Incognito.
is true. I went to an event. Yep. Very nice event.
So they're playing. Yeah, they had the
At
winner
the Bride
was gonna
Shop.
go perform at Summer
Yes.
Camp. Super dope.
Yeah.
106.1. They have full hour every week.
Do they
of
have
local
Cleveland
music.
artists?
Yep.
Okay, and that's a newer station.
Yep, it's the new station.
Okay.
Yeah, for like hip hop. It's iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And,
And that's a big look.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm from Cleveland. We're actually officially partnered with them for the Homegrown series.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
They had hit me up before they launched it, and we sat down and talked about some stuff. So
Really?
yeah, we're official partner of that.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
There's 95.5, I think it is, WOVU. DJ Crystals or Crystals, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I should know that.
That's all right.
They play like straight Cleveland music for an hour or so I think it might be every day or something like that. But so anyways, that's just radio.
Okay.
And that's radio in our city and radio national, like on
Syndicated.
45.
Absolutely.
So there's that. There's our platform. There's other people that I see doing stuff. So there is support here, but that's not gonna. If you rely on that support, it's not gonna necessarily give you the career that you're looking for.
Yeah.
It's important to have. I don't think it's necessary. I think it's important.
I would disagree with that.
To have like your home support.
I think it is necessary to have your home support. I think to get a shout out from I'm from Cleveland or any of these syndicated radio stations that you're talking about, I think that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what it sounds like, but I don't want to put words in your mouth,
Yeah.
artists are taking that for granted. Because I think if you're really putting in the work and you're doing what you have to do and not just, waiting for handouts or expecting something from people, that, eventually talent is going to shine through.
Right.
And people are going to come to you. But, I mean, like you said, you've had your platform for how long?
So it's going to be 10. I'm from Cleveland. Will have been around for 10 years.
For 10 years?
In January.
Come on now.
Yeah.
So, and what's the criteria of someone getting a shout out on your platform or getting recognized?
They gotta have dope music.
That's it.
Or a big thing with anyone, like if it's us or other people, is just creating relationships, connections and stuff. Like a lot of people reach out to us in our DMs or our email, whatever, and it's like just super disrespectful. It's like, all right, well,
really?
You're burning bridges for no reason. I am such a fan of like Cleveland hip hop and just trying to advance people, like not even advance their careers, but just like show support in their career.
Yeah.
That I've posted
Give them a
people
stepping stone
that have like completely dissed me or completely dissed the site, like just because I'm like, hey, like I liked the next song that they dropped, so I was like, I'm throwing it on the site. Like I want people to hear this. So like, and I've done.
Wait, but why would somebody diss you?
It's happened.
That's weird to me though.
The first time I was dissed was like many. There was a diss track released about me when I was.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So.
Got it popping. What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Did you play it?
What do you mean?
Like, did you
I
listen
listened to it? Yeah. I don't even really remember much about it. Like this was a while ago.
Okay, the song was whack, basically.
Yeah.
The song was trash.
You nailed it.
They're trying to be a hater, and they wrote a trash song, so they'll never be on the site again.
Yeah.
My gosh.
But so to wrap up that, I think there's a lot of people supporting here, and if you're gonna actively look for people that aren't supporting, like you're gonna find that.
For
so
sure.
Look for the people that are supporting here, and then also outside of that, I would say travel, make connections outside of here. Like that's gonna be just as important. It's gonna be more important, I think.
Right.
You want your home love and stuff like that, but if you're in New York and you have a meeting with a label, or you're meeting with another artist who gets you into a meeting with a label,
right.
You just never know. And so I think you're going to only increase your chances of getting where you want to be in your career if you're moving around.
For sure. Hopefully some artists are listening to that and actually take heed to that.
I hope so.
Hopefully. So speaking of the music, the Cleveland music scene and the Cleveland music industry, is there is there a industry in Cleveland? Is there like a circle in Cleveland? Is there a such thing as that?
Well, can you like define that more?
Okay, so there are certain artists that came out of Cleveland that are from Cleveland, may even still be in Cleveland, and they're super hot. And basically, are there gatekeepers in the Cleveland music scene? That's my question. Are there people that, if they second your music or say this is it, you're going to get love, or if they say no, this is trash, that you probably won't be that hot in your own city?
I think so. I think this applies to when people are asking me what's the advantage of being posted on I'm from Cleveland.
Okay.
I say, well, I'm not going to guarantee you anything. You know, if your like I might like your music, I might not like your music. It's going to be the same for other people. It's subjective. So I'm not going to promise you that you're going to get 1,000 views. You might get 10,000. Like, it depends on the audience that we've built up or that we have now, and like what they want to see, or what they want to hear.
And also the artist's audience and fans too, right?
For sure.
It's a two-way street, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that I'm talking about just like the reaction we're getting from our
site alone.
Yes, yep.
Got it.
So, can we backtrack? What was I just saying?
Okay, so basically we're talking about, is there gatekeepers in the Cleveland music industry scene?
Yeah, so I think anywhere you go, there's going to be people that are going to be able to like assist you or put your music onto like another level where people can hear it. But it's never going to be a guarantee, because a lot of that comes from relationships. So like someone might be giving a look to someone just because they're cool with them.
Mm-hmm.
Their music might not be that great. It's not going to guarantee that they're going to go next level. It's just it's an opportunity for, you know, maybe some more exposure or something, the next step. But there's not I don't think there's anyone that's gonna just give you like one shout out and then you're good. Like, people probably think that with us. Like, everyone's perspective is like different, you know.
Very true.
But like, what are you looking to get out of like being posted on I'm from Cleveland? And so there's notable people that watch it, and I think that's the biggest thing, is making connections. Or I've had people like that are working out in LA with bigger artists and stuff, and they comment on something that we just posted, and they're like, who is this? Like, okay,
wow.
Like, can you like get me in contact with them and stuff? Like,
okay.
It's not. Like,
I was going to ask you that too. Has anyone that has been posted on the site gotten a look from maybe people that are connected and that could actually help them?
Definitely.
Okay.
I mean, like, yeah, for a long time too. Like, and people will like follow up with me after we've posted their stuff, saying either talking about like a connection that they made, someone reached out, oh, they saw me on here, or so I mean.
Okay.
It can happen.
So it's a big deal for sure. I think it would be an honor for an artist to get posted on your site. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's better than anything, and especially a huge platform in the city already that's like solidified, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. That's huge.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
For sure. Okay, so I want to know a little bit more about you and what you plan on doing in the future and branching out, even besides I'm from Cleveland. So how do you foresee your future? Obviously you want to be in the music industry. You already are in the Cleveland scene. Do you see yourself moving out of Ohio and pursuing, maybe a career at a major record label? Do you see yourself actually having your own record label? What are you thinking?
I don't think creating my own record label is like the first thing I would do. I think that's something maybe down the line, once I figure some things out. But what I want to do, I think, is work for, like, I'm huge on content creation and like taking photos, videos, putting that kind of stuff together, motion graphics and things like that. And I mentioned this earlier. I feel like I've have like built an understanding of what our audience likes to the content they like to digest.
Right.
And so I want to do that for like another bigger like platform. I think I'm really like quick thinking when it comes to like there's some news, like I can take images and things like that and just like kind of present in a way. I think that's why I'm from, like a big part of why I'm from Cleveland is like grown, and it's just the presentation of like a lot of the content.
Oh yeah.
Like, if I went out there, like at least that's one really close friend that I have, and then like a lot of other people. So.
Okay, and what is DJ Evie doing out there in LA besides DJing? Like what is he doing out there? He's obviously building something up.
Yeah, well, so his stage name is now Evie. It used to be DJ Evie.
Got it.
So he's looking more at himself. No, yeah, he's looking at himself more as like an artist than like a DJ. Even though he DJs, but he also makes music. So
really, does he rap?
No, he's like produces. So like EDM, he'll create beats and he'll produce. And then like work on getting people on the songs like vocalists.
Got it. Like on some DJ Khaled type of. Okay, yeah. That's really cool. Okay, how did that connection come about with you two?
How did we get connected?
Yeah, and Evie was he like a mentor to you, or is he a mentor to you?
Definitely.
Okay, got you.
Just because
that's dope.
I was 13 years old.
Yes.
And I first made that connection with him, and he was doing his thing.
How did he see that in you? Like, how did he know that you would be consistent, that you would be a hard worker? 10 years in, that's like, I mean, most 13-year-olds, what are you doing at 13? You're like, yeah, I don't know. With
playing video games.
Exactly, you're playing video games. You're doing things that 13-year-olds do. Like, how did he see that you could have a focus like that?
He probably went out on a limb at first, just because.
Sure. Yeah.
So I commented on his MySpace page.
Okay.
And I think I left a link to my YouTube channel, which I had uploaded music from his stuff. And I don't know what I said or anything like that, but that he messaged me back and said, "Whoever runs this page, email me."
Wow.
So then I emailed him. I made a whole new email because I was like, I don't know if this dude's going to be mad I'm like stealing his shit or if he's going to reach out for something else. You didn't know how he was going to come at you for real. So when that happened, I created a whole new email. I reached out to him. Like, I'm 13, so I'm like, I could have probably kept my
Oh my gosh. The fact that you even were thinking about that stuff, though, that's crazy to me. You're ahead of your time.
Another crazy thing is the first rapper to ask for my number, and I didn't reply because I didn't understand his cultural impact was Ray Cash.
Are you serious?
I think it was right around that time. It was like
Ray
when
Cash
I first
So
started.
dope.
And might have been Facebook. I don't know what it was. He messaged me and he asked for my number, and then I never even replied because I was like, I hadn't started talking to anyone.
Wow.
Like, in the scenery thing. So that's my dude now.
I was supposed to work on music with him, and Ray he should be doing an interview soon. He told me he's on it, so.
That's what's up. That would be awesome.
For sure.
Yeah, so shout out Ray Cash.
For sure. Shout out to Ray Cash.
Yep.
Good dude right there, yep.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you completely ignored that.
Yeah, because again, I was in the mindset of like, I don't know what this dude wants to hit me up for, basically. Right. Like, I mean, I knew it was gonna be about the music and stuff, but I was still just kind of like, I hadn't put myself out, and I was young, so.
That's crazy. So tell me about that transition, because obviously you have to go out a lot. Do you go to events and things like that a lot?
I would say here and there.
Okay.
More often now that. Because before I was in Lorraine for a really long time.
Yes.
But now I'm in Cleveland, so that makes it 10 times easier just to make it to things. Like, even if I want to stop by for 15 minutes, 30 minutes or something like that.
You still show your face.
Yeah, before it was I had to drive 40 minutes. Now I can make it somewhere in 10 to, depends on where it's at in the city, but
Simple as that.
Yeah, super simple.
And do people approach you a lot out? Like, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about the attention that, I'm sure it's changed, and I'm sure it's only going to continue to change.
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel about the attention that you get now to, getting more attention, to come in the future?
I mean, I welcome all attention as far as our brand goes.
For sure.
Because I'm just trying to grow. So when people approach me, for the most part, it's positive.
That's
people
dope.
have really good feedback. Like the coolest ones are people that I don't know, or if I'm at an event that's not even for music, and someone runs to me, they're like, "Oh, you run out from Cleveland, you're John," or something. I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's really cool that you know about it and stuff." But so those are the big ones, or just artists that I look up to and things like that. So.
For sure. Okay, all right. How do you stay humble and grounded in this process?
I feel like I've always been. That's just been my personality. I've always done this for the love of just music and the impact that it's as time goes on and like I look back or I just realize like kind of like certain things. I'm not like living in the moment sometimes. I'll look back and I realize like, oh, that was like pretty important,
Yeah.
Or like, and that just like that keeps me going.
Wow.
Thinking about things like that.
Okay. Have you ever thought about being a rapper yourself?
I have a song recorded.
Oh.
But
you got some bars?
Nobody has it. So.
No one has it?
No.
Okay. Are you gonna let me hear it? I'm listening. I'm gonna turn off all the cameras.
There's
and
a lot
I need to
in
hear
here,
this.
so I'd have to prove it.
Oh my gosh,
I don't know. I probably won't play it for anybody.
All right, okay.
It was fun.
I'll ask you again next time. Maybe the second time we meet, you'll feel a little more comfortable.
Maybe.
Okay, cool. That'll work for me.
But Evie has been trying to get me to rap.
You should.
For as long as like we've known each other, and like.
So he wants you to rap.
Well, like more so, just like hey, like spit a rap on me right now, like freestyle, and like I never do. I've never done it before.
You would be a cool ass rapper because you just seem so chill. You probably got like bars for real, and nobody know it.
I think I can kind of rap. I don't have much to rap about, is the thing.
What do you mean? You have everything to rap about. You got you got the rapper starter kit. You know what you need to do.
I've sat down. I've tried writing things before, and like I've been happy with some of the stuff I came up with. But for the most part, like I feel like I know my place.
Okay.
With it.
More so behind the scenes type. Okay.
Yeah, but so, I could see myself being involved. Even like just working with artists, like being in the studio, creative side of things,
Got it.
Like I could A&R.
That's what I wanted to know.
I don't think fully, like I would want someone else in on a project with me, like doing something like that. But like, I think I could do something.
You would do it. Would you manage an artist? Have people reached out and asked you to manage them?
So I do manage an artist named Michael Lewis.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about your artist.
So he's from Lorraine as well.
Okay.
I've known him for like a really long time. Just like one of my good friends, and I like his music a lot.
Okay.
So I was like, hey, like it only makes sense for like us to kind of go at it together. So
he sings, raps.
Okay. His favorite artist is Drake.
Oh shoot. He about to come out with some stuff then.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just
is
had
he
this
good,
song.
John?
Yeah, he's good. He's real good.
Okay.
I really fuck with Michael Lewis.
All right. Okay.
We just put out a song featuring Rip Flames and Ezzy.
Oh, really?
And they played it on Sunday.
Ezzy is so dope.
106.1. Hell yeah.
He can rap.
He's got. He could rap. He's got some of the best bars.
No, he really can rap.
Because like you have to go back and listen to like what he his lines, and I'm just like, oh shit, I missed this the first time.
Yeah.
Like, those kind of bars. So.
He has it for sure. Okay, all right.
I'll say he's the best. Like, he's got the best bars. It's hard to say he's the best like artist. Like this person's the best artist, but like I think like when it comes to like punchlines and just like really having to think about what he's saying.
Most lyrical?
Yeah, I think he delivers.
Okay, so who's your favorite rapper besides Cudi in the city then? Lyrical wise. Is it Ezzy? Because you may know about some new heat that, a lot of us aren't, haven't caught wind to yet.
Well, I think he's up there.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Where do you put like Ray Jr. and Ray Cash and Al Fats and like Chip DeRay, all of them?
Yeah.
Like, you know how that was like kind of like an era in our lives. We're damn near we're the same age. So, how it impacted you, I'm sure it impacted me the same exact way. I remember I was on a basketball team. We used to play all the Al Fats before our games and everything like that. So
our freshman tape, when I played for freshman in high school, I had like all this like Cleveland shit.
Man, what?
And
all of it.
Yeah.
Yes. Seriously.
But then like the next JV and varsity would come and they had like totally different like shit.
Yeah.
But
do you have a favorite era like in Cleveland music so far?
So I would say like those artists that you named were almost even before my time.
Okay.
As far as like when I was tuned in and stuff, because again I was like when I was 13, like Al Fats already had it, like Chip and Al Fats, like they already like were popular as far as like so I wasn't like caught up on the wave before that, like I am with like I was with MGK and Cudi, which I feel like why that was like there was a more of a like just connection as far as like emotionally, like with their music and like and things like that. But as far as like culturally impact, the cultural impact, like those guys that you named, like they did it. They built, like they paved the way for artists that came after them. So,
for sure, in the city.
Yeah.
What
So
do
I mean, I fuck with all of them.
Okay,
Yeah,
for sure.
For sure.
What about like newer artists like Q Money and Rip Flames, like people like that? How do you feel about their wave and what they have going right now? Because it seems like they're trying to carry the torch and keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
I think there's a lot of artists that are so. If I'm gonna compare like this era with other eras that I've been paying attention to, at least like when I've been really focused on it.
Right.
I think right now, and it's been like this for a little bit. There's more artists right now that are like making solid moves or like have decent amount of fans or doing well streaming. Like there's a lot going on, and that's kind of what makes keeping up with I'm From Cleveland interesting, because like I'm always on the search for like all that, because we're reposting all that stuff. So I mean, I think there's a lot of artists. Like it's hard to sit down and even start naming some, because then you miss out on others.
For sure.
But, like there's this artist named what's his name? Why can't I think of it? I'll say someone else and then I'll think of him. YSN Flow.
Okay.
He is like just shooting up right now as far as like his career. I would say like he's kind of in the same situation like Q was, as far as just like the attention he's got right now and like his potential.
So he's really bubbling right now.
YSN Flow. Yeah, like he's got the attention of like Genius and
okay. He really is bubbling right now.
Him.
I need to check him out.
He had some meetings with like labels out in New York. He went out and went to, I forget which ones he was at.
Really? Okay, so that's like underground. That's really.
And he's 14, I think. Yeah,
really?
Super young. So I think he's someone to watch out for right now.
For sure. What about female artists? Are there any female Cleveland rappers, singers that do you post that on I'm From Cleveland?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Female? Okay, good.
I treat that the same. I treat it the same as if male artists.
Okay, that's good. I want to know, because
a lot of what we post is submission based, or at least goes through the submissions. Like there's other stuff I keep my eye out for, but yeah, there's a good amount too that are you talking about like in the city right now? Or
yeah,
that are,
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there are. And like I've even done posts where like all female artists.
Okay.
And so like you swipe through on Instagram, you do like 10, and probably did like 9 or 10 of them.
Wow. Okay.
That was just to like shine, but like it's
not showing love.
But it's not to say that they're not going to be included when we don't do all women. You know. So.
Okay. All right. That's dope. Yeah. Okay. DJs. That's something that's really like I see a lot of female DJs. How do you feel about the DJ scene in Cleveland?
Yeah, so I mean, I think it seems strong. I haven't been out like going to their events as much and stuff. So like that, I feel like I'm not.
Is it a separate thing?
I feel like I'm not as educated to speak on it as I am like with
that's fair.
Artists and just what's going on with it, like with what I'm really paying attention to. But I mean, I definitely do know there's a lot of dope DJs here.
For sure.
So, like some of my friends, even some that help out I'm From Cleveland, are DJs. So.
Okay, all right, very, very cool. What's something that you want people or that people should know about I'm From Cleveland? Yeah, what's something people should know about I'm From Cleveland?
I think something people should know about I'm From Cleveland, just that we're here to support and be that platform for artists. And again, it's not just hip hop; it's just like dope stuff that's going on in Cleveland. So I'm always, looking for people that are reaching out to us as far as like what things they got going on. So yeah, I mean, make that connection or relationship with us, because I think that's the best way to go about it. Like I said, people will reach out like super disrespectful and stuff, and it's just not like I don't have time for that. Like not even to say it like that, but it's just like I have people that are reaching out to me the proper way. I'm gonna spend my time with them.
Yep, for sure.
That's just
decent, right?
Exactly.
It is what it is.
It shouldn't. It's like it shouldn't even have to be said, but like it does. It needs said.
Yeah. No, seriously though, people need to get it together and know that's artist development.
No, exactly.
Like
and
seriously.
that's another thing. Like even people like within the music industry have told me about I'm From Cleveland. Like whatever level it's at compared to other like big media outlets, blogs or whatever. it gives artists, or I keep saying artists, but just anyone, I guess. It gives people the opportunity to even like practice those things or get used to those things. Like if they're reaching out to us and we tell them like, you know, how we accept things, like they're gonna know that like a national blog is gonna be even stricter.
Yes.
You know,
preparing them.
Yeah,
for the big leagues.
We're setting at least some kind of standards.
Yeah.
Like, you know, people, you can't get too mad at that.
That's awesome.
So.
Okay, this is a very random question, but I have to ask, and you can tell me if I'm being too personal.
Okay.
Are you in a relationship?
I am.
Okay. Does being in the music industry and where you want to go, does that affect your relationship? Do you feel like it's a struggle to be in this type of industry? Because you know, we know the music industry is tough, and the deeper you get into it, I can only imagine that it'll get more tough. Do you feel like that will be a challenge for you personally moving forward?
Not too much, no.
Okay.
I think everything's been straight so far.
Yeah. Okay.
So
you don't worry about like outside influences or different people, things like that. It's just, it is what it is. You come, you do your job, and you keep it pushing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. You nailed it.
That's all right. That's what's up. That's perfect. Okay. Is there anything that you want the people to know about you? People are going to watch this. People are going to reach out to you like they already are, and I'm sure for advice and things like that, and even want to work with you or even be mentored by you. Is there anything that, you know, any advice you can give to like an upcoming artist so far from what you've learned in your own personal experience that you can leave someone with?
Yeah. I think what we just touched on, just like, you know, reaching out to people, creating relationships, and what we talked about earlier as far as like traveling or just like, you know, don't get so caught up in the local talk, the local shit. Like, just say fuck it.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta like, you know, push through stuff like that. And like, there's, when it comes to like how you're gonna try and, you know, get to where you're going in your career, wherever you have that planned out, there's so many different routes that you can take. So if you don't get posted on from Cleveland, I encourage you to go get posted on Complex or XXL. That's even better. You know, so like, there's just don't give up because of us or because of anything else. Like, just, you know.
That's real. Okay, where can people find you? What are your handles? What are how can people reach out, submit their music, everything? Yeah,
so as far as submitting music, if you go on the website armfromcleveland.com/contact, it has everything you need to send. But also if you go to our Instagram, the email is right there. Since you click on send email, it comes up right for you. So people can reach out through there. That's where like we do most of our submissions.
Got it.
It's actually solely through email.
Okay.
That's just how I keep like my stuff organized.
Do you listen to the music yourself and choose what you're going to post or not? I'm sure you get a ton of submissions.
I do, but as of late, honestly, like, so we work with artists as far as like, you know, doing promotions and things like that. So like I have to weigh out my time just because there are that many people reaching out. So I try to show love to anything I really like. If like I'm like, oh wow, like I want people to hear this, I'm gonna try and show some kind of love, even if it's just like throwing it on the Instagram story, which in my eyes is like, it's not that much, but someone else, you know,
it's love. Someone to see it.
Yeah, and other people like they'll be like super ecstatic, you know, when I do something like real small. But like to me, even though I'm saying it's small, that adds up when you are trying to do it for like a lot of people. So like again, I'm in it for the love. I'm always trying to find the balance between that and like actually working with artists, you know, like more personally.
Yeah, that's what's up. It sounds like you're in this for the long haul, and shoot, I appreciate what you do for the city and the impact that you have made, that you are making right now, and that you will make. I truly believe you're going to be someone that we look back on and be like, okay, yeah, he's someone who really helped change the music scene and cultivate that in Cleveland. That's so important. We need so many more people doing that. And the fact that you've done it for so long and, you know, staying consistent, like, keep it up. We appreciate that for sure.
Thank you. I plan to.
Absolutely. Yeah, so that's that. Those are all my questions. One more thing.
Okay.
One more thing. This is it.
It's got to be a good one.
It does.
Okay.
You have a 9 to 5. this is just for the motivational, for people that think that things are going to just come to them. You have a 9 to 5, and after you get off of work, you go home and you work on your dream, and you work on what you have to do.
Yep.
Every single day, right?
Every single day. If I take a day off, it just depends on how much time I want to put into each. I'll just call it like a session, just because it's my own. Like I can choose when I want to go and like listen to music or so it just depends. I'm doing something every day for sure, multiple things every day. But some days it's hours. Other times it's like I'll be like, I just want to do this for like an hour today because I just worked 8 hours,
right?
And I want to like relax or something. So it's like that. That's another thing, trying to find that balance. But like in order to keep I'm from Cleveland going where I want it to go, I have to do it like every day.
Wow.
So I just do.
Okay.
That's what it comes down to.
Sacrifices, right?
Yeah.
Man, all of that for the city.
For the city.
That's so dope. John, thank you so much for this interview.
Yeah,
It was a pleasure meeting you for sure. Absolutely. And I hope you come back. You are more than welcome to come back.
Awesome. I love that.
Yeah. Want to hear some new heat next time you come in? Want to hear about some new artists that we should be, keeping tabs on and everything like that. So that's that. Thank you all, everyone who tuned in today. Just thank you for tuning in, and just make sure you stay up. You know where to find John. You know how to reach out and everything. So make sure you're doing that, artists. I encourage you to do that. If you want to be heard, you got to do what you have to do to make sure you're heard, okay? All right, everyone, good night. Take care. Until next Thursday, every single Thursday, I will be with you, the Brea Jordai Show.